Up next, we have another teacher from the Pittsburgh School District, Rob Mitchell. Welcome, Rob.
Hi there. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Robert Mitchell. I am a Spanish teacher at Pittsburgh Classical Academy Middle School and Pittsburgh Public Schools. I talk to teachers every day. We stand with our students and with their families. We want schools to reopen. Long before the pandemic, teachers could have told you that online classes are a poor substitute for in-person instruction. But it hasn't been all bad. Our kids have often demonstrated remarkable resiliency. They've grown in their learning and in their support of one another and their teachers. They've offered their technological expertise, empathy, and words or signs of encouragement in the form of thumbs up, heart emoji, and smiley faces in the chat. For many, online schooling has yielded much needed technology at home, helping to narrow the long-standing digital divide separating the haves from the have-nots in our educational system. One unexpected perk of my own virtual classroom has been getting a glimpse of my students at home. At times, a precocious younger sibling, cat, or dog will make an unexpected appearance on the screen to the delight of the entire class, teacher included. I get to see my students in a new light, and it is truly an honor and a privilege. But despite fleeting moments of joy, there are also many downsides. We miss our kids. Our kids miss us and miss each other. This is really tough, folks. While we work extremely hard to keep our kids engaged and to ignite that fire in them, we know that for some of them, this is just not working. Many are not as interested online as they would be in person. The screen is no match for a person who cares. And not being able to see their faces while they remain off camera severely limits or negates our ability as teachers to read important visual cues, to give timely words of praise, comfort, or encouragement. So I ask that you please help my students, my colleagues, and me return safely to in-person learning by following the roadmap outlined by the CDC and supporting the good work of Senators Williams and Martin. Let's continue layered mitigation strategies, secure testing so that we can track asymptomatic spread, ensure vaccination prioritization is aligned with the reopening of schools, and put an end to the standardized testing requirement for this school year. Senators Martin and Williams are on the right track with that. Our kids do not need to be tested for us to know that their overall learning has suffered during the pandemic. And testing will only interrupt the learning taking place, requiring teachers to halt instruction to become test administrators. Online learning is not as effective as in-person instruction. Our kids, their families, us teachers, we've all had enough of it. Only one thing has kept us apart: our valid concern for each other's safety. This pandemic continues to take the lives of people we love. In class, we rejoice together when someone shares a story of COVID survival. But we also grieve together when someone says they've lost a loved one. Please help us to follow the roadmap outlined by the CDC so that we may return to school as quickly as possible and get on with the business of learning safely together. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Rob. And I can tell you, I think it seems like a unanimous thing amongst so many, and I really hope there's a revisit of this by the Biden administration and really hearing all our voices collectively, whether elected officials, parents, students, and the teachers too, about we have too much more important things to wrap our arms around and to get our kids back and healthy again, as opposed to forcing the stress of another test. So I definitely appreciate you bringing that up too. Up next, we have Kelly Clark.